Yeah. All right, give me 2 seconds. Well, first, wipe my eyes. So I got these new lights. You can see I'm still working it out. But I got these badass lights. I got to get them a little bit out of my face. There we go. So, but I'm working the lights out. So give me a minute. I got to get it all down. That's the point. Hold on. Let me see where I'm at. Am I here? Why am I not here? Shoot-a-dee-da-doo. Am I there yet? It's me, right? There we go. Okay. I got to remember to turn on my other microphone too. By the way, thank you, Jose, for the microphone and the computer. You're probably watching me right now. Hold on. No, I don't mean through Facebook. I mean through the microphone and the computer. Hold on, kidding. Hold on. Tag Alex, Ferber, Chuck, Eric, Wallace. Let's get the other Wallace. Matthew. Raylene. And that's it. I'm not taking that many people anymore. It makes no difference, Okay. There you go. Share contosis. Anyway, kitty pals, pally kids, let me get on my shit and what have you and who have you and where have yous. My iTunes and Spotify. Yeah, I'm big time. God damn it. I'm so sick of my shoulders going numb. Oh, kills my arm. That makes it literally, guys, if you've never had that happen where your arm just constantly goes numb, you get what I'm saying? Yes, I have a stupid thing on my head. I'm growing the top of my hair out. I'm doing something silly. I figure, why not? I don't care. I'm 50. Do whatever the fuck I want. Do whatever the fuck I want. That's how life works now. Little bitch ass people. That's what I was saying. That's why I was posting. Like, what do you pay my bills? You taking care of my kids? Doing really good on my own. I get the occasional person who'll throw me a bone or help me out a little, and that's fucking badass. Other than that, I do fucking fine. I do phenomenal. I do so much better on my own, knowing that I got my back, knowing that I'll be there for me, that I won't lie to me type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that type of shit, I do so much better for me. What's happening, guys? How we doing? iTunes, iHeartRadio, I'm Burger Podcast. Welcome. Talking about the fact that just being on your own and knowing you're on your own, knowing you got nobody is almost a blessing in the sense that you realize you got to do everything for you. I'm going to be doing a show that's going to blast out my ex, but a lot of women and men for doing things like slandering people and saying shit and just being. There's so many people, like we have preachers that are telling us what to do, and then they're going on Craigslist and having like gay bangs. We have preachers that are telling us what to do, or priests or whatever, and then they're raping kids. This is the reality of things. So we're being lied to. We're being lied to all the time. And that's the point. So this meme over here says, I will get the blame for this. I'll get blamed for this. And there it is. Trump blames Barack Obama for his lack of COVID preparedness, right? So here's the thing. So you don't want to take the blame for the COVID thing because that, again, you don't want to take the blame for not having everything stocked up and everything. But you do want to take the credit for the economy that blew up during Trump. And so I personally believe that Trump did change the economy. I also think Trump's probably to blame for the shortage of shit because he could have added to it at that point. But I think it's just ridiculous. It's just gotten so goddamn ridiculous where people are saying whatever they want. They're like, well, yeah, but Trump fucking eats babies. No, he doesn't. As far as you know, like any more so than Hillary or anyone else who's been accused of eating babies. No, he doesn't. But people just say things. You're like, they're blaming Trump for where the unemployment. And they're blaming Trump for the destruction this pandemic has caused. He, from the beginning, has said this is a fraud. It's a political lie to try and get me out of office. You can't blame him for what the actions people forced not only him, but all of us to take have caused. The fact that we could have ignored this whole thing and the same amount of people would have died and nobody would have been any the wiser from H1N1 back in 2009. It would have been a little scary. Everybody would have been on their toes. That's all. There'd have been no shutdowns, no major fucking insanities, no nothing. It would have just been a few 100,000 people would have died from it. Oh, sorry. Oh, God damn it. A few 100,000 people would have died from it, like H1N1 in 2009. Almost 400,000 people died worldwide. I mean, what? This is the thing. Like, I was just hearing someone's getting mad because people don't wear masks. I just heard a girl. I like her. I'm going to say I like her, but she's suburban. She acts like her life was harder than it was. They play down their parents. They play down their lives. All these. This is what I said earlier. I made a meme and I said, did anyone's grandparents not come here without a penny and make it from nothing on their own and somehow rent a building and start a business with no money, no help whatsoever? Did everyone's grandparents do this? Because why aren't? Because then who came over with money? Because we know, like, Trump came over with money. The Clintons came over, like Hillary came over, the Rodhams came over with money. People like that, the Obamas came over with money. People like that, the Bushes came over with money. All these different groups came over with money. Okay, so we get all that. And it's like, this is what I'm saying, it's just all a huge, huge fucking lie. Now, at best, Trump has pissed off the entire system of rich people, Republican and Democratic. The richest of the rich, the pedophilic of the most pedophilic, the most disgusting of the most disgusting. He has called them out and pissed them off. And they're coming after him. That's at best. This is what's going on. That they're coming after Trump because he's going after pedophiles, because he's shutting down the system, because maybe he was abused by it. Maybe he was used by it. Maybe he saw what went on and it bothered him. I don't know. Maybe none of it's true. What I'm saying, though, is from my understanding and everything, his presidency has led to more arrests of pedophiles, and look at everything that's being called out and Epstein and everything else. And I know people keep trying to put Trump with Epstein, but it's a lie, because what they keep forgetting to remember is that when Trump found out about the accusations, he banned him from his fucking country club. Epstein was never banned from the Clintons. Epstein was never banned from Obama. Epstein, they was never talked shit on by Oprah or any of these people, just like Harvey Weinstein wasn't. But Trump said, not my kind of guy. He's a businessman. He's not going to fuck us all. He just said, not my kind of guy. And he banned him from all of his things. But then people put out the stories. No, Trump was with him. Trump fucking, they were, look at the picture of him in the limo, which was a picture of Trump and his daughter. It was a picture of Trump and his daughter. They photoshopped it. That's what I'm saying. What wasn't photoshopped was Bill and Hillary Clinton. That's going up. What wasn't photoshopped was Bill and Hillary Clinton in blackface. That was not photoshopped. 100% proven to be true. They kept trying to say, it was a photo. No, it wasn't. 100% true picture. 100% true. And that's the problem. It's just lies. It doesn't take a lot of investigation to figure out there's websites where you can put a picture in, you can find out it's fake. But the people on the right and the left don't do this. I'm going to say right now, at this present time, the people on the left are out of their fucking gore with insanity. However, before this, with Obama's presidency, the people on the right were out of their fucking gore with insanity, with he wasn't born here and blah, blah. Who cares? Just get over it. Like, he was just president. Calm the fuck down. Unless you're going to show the conspiracy, which is that his mom was an FBI agent, German woman, whiter than me. The dad was from a wealthy family. Unless you're going to show that and prove all that, and that's your point, fine. If you're saying that he wasn't born, he was born. He was born in Hawaii. His mom was an American citizen. Either way, didn't matter. Didn't matter where he was born. That's exactly it, Brian. You're getting up again, buddy. Yeah, that's exactly it. And Brian says every one of them's insane. And you know what? That's 100% true. But the point I'm trying to make, though, is what if, though, at best, that's what I'm saying, at best, in this whole thing, at best, we can hope that Trump is actually upsetting the whole system and throwing it a curveball. We get he's an egotist. We get he's an old white rich dude. We get all that, and his responses back that up all the time, and all his conversations back it up all the time. It's not a problem. He is who he is. He's always worn his obvious on right in front of himself. Everybody said forever, with just like one politician who shoots from the hip straight and this and that. Well, there you go. He might not say what you want him to say. He might not say what you like hearing, but it is just straight out of his mouth. It doesn't, it's not a lot of preparation behind it. He just tells you what he's thinking. So, but all the people who were all this time going, yeah, if we could just have a president who would speak his mind, or speak, or him or her who would just speak out. Well, you got one. Now you're pissed because they're not saying what you want. Everyone else is happy because they're saying what they want. And when Obama was in office, well, he wasn't saying what you wanted, you know, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's not, this isn't an attack. I'm not anti-Democrat. I think the liberals and the Democrats that are extreme right now are ridiculous. They're a bunch of self-righteous, suburban, rich kid, trust fund scumbag pigs. They're a bunch of pieces of shit, and all the fucking boomers, and I think I'm a Gen Xer, the boomers and the Gen Xers need to get together and stomp these fuckers' faces. Not this group, no, all. That's the point. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Brian Wallace says that Trump says what the most of the population don't have the guts to say, and that's the fact. And I know Wallace didn't always support Trump. So he was like me. I didn't support Trump. I didn't like Trump. And I've come along to like Trump. I can't say I don't like Trump. I do. I take Trump over any of these people going right now, except Terry Crews, 2020. But what I'm saying is, simply what I'm saying is this. Sorry. You have to ask yourself.
Did it and I'm ready to do it again. Don't tell me you don't do it. Now either you do it or your father dies. It's either hump or death.
Humperdinck? No, not Humperdinck, Humperdeath. The point I'm trying to make is, I figured out the video clips. No, the point I'm trying to make is that in all the lies, I don't care what you were taught to believe or what you think, or it's like my oldest daughter. She's a sweetheart and she's brilliant. She's so much smarter than I am. But her knowledge into what's going on is so little because she spent no time actually figuring out the world per se. So within that, it's impossible to explain to her that, hey, you know what? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Brian. As many as he might have lost, he gained more. Like people like me and you, we were like, nah, that's what I'm saying. Let me just tell you, I originally wanted the real Hillary, the one that wasn't a vicious scum pig, the one who was like going to change the world and had hope before someone kills her will. I wanted to see Hillary as our first woman president. I'll be honest. Well, her, Condoleezza Rice. I was a big fan of Condoleezza Rice. The point I'm trying to make is most of the people, like most of this world is made up of me and people like Brian, and there's a guy named Smokey D's, Paul D's, people like all of us and Alex Moore and all these other people. And we have our views from our birth. We have our ignorances, but we have friends from all over and we get along with everyone. And yeah, we have our stances and our feelings and this and that. We don't always agree with each other on things. The one thing we agree on, though, is that we don't hate people for just being them. If you can't just let people be who they are and just be who you are and just relax. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're being homosexual, man. Never would result or should result in you like cock slapping me in the face. It just shouldn't happen, right? If it does, I get to fuck you up for cock slapping my face. Now, it will not be because you're gay. It'll be because you hit me in the face with your cock. And I didn't ask you to. Big difference. If I'd asked, that's different. Didn't ask you to and you did it, I'm gonna whoop your ass. But it will not be because you're gay. Do you see what I'm saying? But that's not gonna happen. So when I say be yourself, it doesn't mean that gay people are gonna start cock slapping people in the face. That's not what they do. If I say be yourself, it doesn't mean rednecks are gonna go hanging everybody and drive. That's not what they do. It's what some morons who claim to be part of also the rednecks did. It's not what they do. It's what the Klan did. It's what pieces like that, shit like that do. But this is what I'm saying. So if you're white, black, Asian, Arabic, Middle Eastern, Slavic, any part of this world, wherever you're from, if you're pretending like there's any one group that's the privileged doing everything and they all are part of it, you're an idiot. If you're pretending that your culture is the one with flavor because you're from somewhere you think you have flavor, but you never grew up anything like the actual people who suffered from where you're from, you're full of shit. Just stop. Stop all your lying. That's the whole point. That's what nobody's getting. That's what nobody will just shut the fuck up and get. That's why we're so many idiots in this world, in this country. Bruce Lee was a lie. James Dean was gay for pay. He was a male gigolo for men. That's reality. Ice-T was a trust fund baby whose rich parents died and he moved to LA. Never was a gangbanger. He was more of a ball slanger. No, I'm just kidding. I love Ice-T and I love his music, but it's a lie. NWA, none of them were gang members, not even Eazy-E. Lies. He sold some drugs. He was the same type of gang member I was. He knew gang members and he sold very low level cocaine. Like he sold 8 balls and shit like that. That's the reality. I did that. I was a nobody drug dealer who sold 8 balls by an ounce and break it up and this and that. That's what I'm saying. NWA, not one of them except Eazy even sold drugs, and so it was all lies. Snoop Dogg's cousins are Warren G, all lies. They're all a bunch of them. It turned out were related to Diana Ross and stuff like that. And Motown, what's his name? Gordy something. And so all this shit is lies. Then you get into the Asian shit, and that's what I'm saying. Like Bruce Lee was a lie. His parents were his dad was a famous opera singer actor. You get into all this stuff, and it's just nonstop lies. All we have to do, and this is what I'm ending with today, guys. It's gonna be quick. All we have to do is pack up and occupy the vacant land. Occupy the vacant land, produce a product that the idiots who stay in the cities want. Weed, vegetables, stuff like that, right? Milk. Produce clean products that the people in the city want. Stay in our areas, make our money, go travel when we want to. Occupy vacant land, people. Take it. That's all we got to do. And then we change the world, but it's got to be open to everybody, and you can't decide who your neighbor gets to be. You just got to respect each other and your boundaries. Guys, I'm Burger, and remember, I'm probably better than most of you.